Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I want to show you how to draw baby potato, and for that I have a very special guest here, baby potato. Hi baby potato. He's going to be my inspector for quality control. And yeah, I'm just gonna put him aside and let him watch us draw. Okay, so here's my sketchbook. I'm using the Midori Cotton MD in size A5. It's like my go-to sketchbook, but I always use many sketchbooks at a time. But yeah, and here's a little flip through of my sketchbook. You may find a lot of baby potatoes in here, but let me get to a blank page so that we can start drawing together. The first step for me is that I put a blank sheet of paper in between pages, because when I use Copic marker, the ink tends to bleed through the next page and we don't want any stains on the next page. For the outlines, I'm using my Pitt artist pens in size S and XS. But you can use any fine liners that you like. Just keep in mind that they should be smudge proof, and I think that most fine liners that are waterproof work for markers like Copic markers. And now let's begin to draw. We start with a potato shape, so it doesn't have to be a perfect circle because every potato is different. So just a kind of oval potato-ish shape. If you want to draw a baby potato like he is in the plushie version, we add 2 lines for the little rim of the diapers. Then we add the happy little face and 4 strokes for the limbs. Just like so. Boop, boop. And there we have our first happy little baby potato. But we can go a little simpler too. We just draw the potato shape again. Add the happy face, but this time only 1 line for the diaper. I mostly draw him like that because it's easier. When I draw him so small, it's cuter with less details. So practice makes perfect, so let's draw a couple of potatoes here. You can draw standing potatoes or sitting potatoes and maybe different expressions too. Let's draw a sad potato too, because sometimes baby potato is sad too. And maybe 1 happy dancing potato, because baby potato likes to dance. Yay! Okay, now that we have drawn a couple of baby potatoes, let's take care of the coloring. Baby potato is very excited about that. Here for your reference, I give you a little overview of the beautiful baby potato again. By the way, this cute little plushie is now available in my shop. I will link the shop link down below. So now we can get started with coloring. Let me show you the colors that I'm using. So here are my Copic markers. I'm using Copic Sketch and Copic Ciaos for this, but you can use any markers that you want to use. You just need some cute potato colors. So for the body, I'm using this one, E30 Bisque, and I'm using 2 layers of this color. Then brick beige for some shadows and the little blush, brick white for the little shadow in the diapers, and then I'm also using salmon pink for the mouth. I also used this for Spooky's mouth. And here are just some cute blue and green colors for later for some cute background stuff. Here's Inspector Baby Potato. Quality control, yeah, looking good. Okay, then we can start with the coloring. So let's start with the body. We start with 1 layer of bisque. It looks pretty pale. Like I said, you can use any color you want. Every potato is different. You can use light colors, dark colors, reddish colors, whatever. So I'm just using this one for now. Then let me color in the little mouth here on the happy dancing baby potato. Then for the diapers, I'm using brick white for a little shadow. Then I'm using brick beige for a shadow in the body. The contrast is pretty big right now, but we're gonna dissolve it a little bit with a 2nd layer of bisque, and then it fades nicely into the body color, and it also gets a little darker when we add the 2nd layer. Let me color in the other potatoes too, and you can really see the difference in the brightness of the color when you use 2 layers of bisque in combination with brick beige. You might even add a third layer if you want to. Now let's color in the little blush cheeks. We use Brick Beige again and just put some little tiny dots just right below the eyes. I drew these potatoes very tiny because I'm just used to drawing tiny baby potatoes, but I'm gonna show you how to draw bigger potatoes later too. And now we're gonna add the little potato specks on the body. I do this after I colored the body because when you add them before you color them, it can happen that you smudge them while you color in the body, so I always add them later. It just makes it easier. And for this I'm using the extra small fine liner. And done. We are done with the first round of potatoes. What is baby potato thinking? Yeah, looking good? Okay, great. We did a good job. Baby potato is happy, that makes us happy too. You don't always have to use Copic markers or markers, it's just one of my favorite art supplies, but I also really like colored pencils, so let me show you how to draw a baby potato with colored pencils too. Here are the colors that I'm using. For the diapers, I'm using this color, 10% French Grey, it's a nice off-white color. Then for the body, Golden Ochre by Caran. And for the shadow and cheeks, I'm using Burnt Ochre. And these are all different types. I'm using Prismacolor Premier, Caran, and Polychromos by Faber Castell. But you can use just any colored pencils that you like. Okay, I'm going to start with the potato shape again, and I'm using the lightest color that we're using, the French Grey. And I'm drawing two potatoes because I want to add the faces with two different pens, like one with colored pencil and one with fine liner. Now I'm gonna add the color for the body, one layer of Golden Ochre. It's a pretty yellowish color for a potato, but like I said, you can use any potato color that you like for your potato. Now I'm drawing the shade for the diapers again with the French Grey. Let's do this on both baby potatoes. And when I draw with colored pencils, I always kind of go backwards, like I'm starting with the color first and later I'm gonna add the details like faces and the arms and legs, because when I add the faces first and then color with the colored pencils, I sometimes smudge the face. So yeah, that's just how I'm doing it. Sorry if I'm drawing in a weird way, but yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna add a layer of burnt ochre. We use it for the shadow, but also add a slight layer on top of the golden ochre so that we get a nice potato color for the body. And now I'm gonna add the arms and legs with a nicely sharpened black colored pencil. Make sure that it's nice and sharp so that you get nice thin arms and legs for your tiny potatoes. So I'm gonna add the arms and legs on the other potato too. 2 sitting potatoes. And now let's add the face on this one with colored pencil. 2 little dots for the eyes and the happy mouth. And for the other one I'm using the fine liner, dotting the eyes, dot dot dot. And this is the extra small fine liner, I think. Yes. Now we add the cheeks with the burnt ochre again. Just 2 tiny circles right below the eyes. Here too. And don't forget the little potato specks, and I'm gonna use the colored pencil for both potatoes. Ta-da! So here are tiny colored pencil potatoes, and I think they look cute too. And now let's draw some bigger potatoes, because I sometimes forget that not everyone likes to draw as tiny as me. So let's draw 2 bigger potatoes, and then we can directly compare the 2 coloring methods. So I'm going to draw 2 with my fine liner now, and we're going to color 1 with markers and 1 with colored pencils. So add the happy face and draw the limbs again, little strokes. maybe let's draw them a little thicker this time because our potatoes are bigger now. They grow up so fast. And let me speed this up for the second potato. Oval potato shape, happy face, limbs, and we're done. I'm gonna add some more potatoes up here with some props like a pillow and blanket, just to have something to color later to show you the cute colors that baby potato likes. Now we're coloring in the big potatoes. On the left side I'm going to color it with the markers again, first with bisque, then use brick white for the shade in the diaper, then use brick beige for the shadow, let it dry for a bit, and then we added the second layer of bisque. Sorry, I didn't record that. And now the other potato with colored pencil. Make sure to be careful not to smudge the black outlines that you created. That sometimes happens to me. I always make sure to let it dry for a little bit, but yeah, sometimes I just smudge it, so be careful with the eyes and the outlines. Then adding the little shadow with the French gray. Oh, and here's another color. I just found it and I'm gonna add it. Sometimes I'm very all over the place and I'm like, oh yeah, this color works too. But basically, like I said before, you can use any potato-ish color that you like. So this is just a suggestion of my colors that I'm using. And sometimes I mix it up too. For Copic markers, I sometimes use the color Soft Sun instead of Brick Beige too. So yeah, we do add a thin layer of burnt ochre here too. So the color becomes more and more potato-ish. And then we add the blush by drawing 2 little circles right beneath the eyes. I'm gonna add another layer of bisque on our left potato here. And you see, the more layers you add, the darker the color gets. Let it dry for a bit and then add the blush cheeks, just 2 dots using brick beige. And then we're gonna add the little potato specks again. And ta-da! Here are our 2 potatoes. Which one do you like better? I think I like the marker one, but the colored pencil one looks pretty cute too. And now let me just for a little extra color in those 2 baby potatoes, just to show you that blue and light green are 2 of baby potatoes' favorite colors, especially the color baby blue. Haha. And yeah, these were just for extra fun. And I also want to show you another drawing. This is baby potato and tiny tot. I think this is one of the first drawings ever, and I use colored pencil for that too. And baby potato likes it. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed drawing with me. If you do baby potato, please show me some pictures. I would love to see them. And yeah, baby potato enjoyed drawing with you. And if you want to know more about baby potato, just check out the description box below. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.